It's Week 17 of the National Football League, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. He comes into this one second in the league in rushing with an eye on becoming #1. It's the Chiefs and the Colts, next on Madden.
The snow continuing to pile up at game time. And we are underway from Kansas City. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Richardson. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. They go play action with Richardson. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. Now Richardson. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Up the middle they go. Jeffries. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go. Downs going in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Richardson to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And this one is right through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
And they'll accept that penalty. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. points, 1, 2, and 3, and their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 40-yard line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week. 12 carries, 53 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Mahomes going to throw. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Colts offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a nightmare for defenses to try and contain all year long. NFL leader in rushing yards at the QB position here late in the season. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now it's Richardson. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Play action. Now Richardson. And this taken in by Downs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And Richardson yet again. Got his man, Dell. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Richardson looking to throw this. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40. And that flag accepted. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. In motion left goes a tight end. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Waters. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Rashee Rice, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now Richardson back to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 35, here's 2nd and 2. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Jeffries. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively. From the shotgun, Richardson.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40.
Richardson looking to throw.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
2nd and 10. Off-play action. Richardson to the right side and caught by Dell.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In motion right, that's Dell. Richardson working from the gun.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The Colts send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They go play fake. Mahomes airing it deep for Fowler.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fowler. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Chiefs had 10 and 5 to start play, and they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Incomplete into the hands of Fowler. That'll give him 8 that time, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle this time to Fowler. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this will be caught. It's Fowler for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go. than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
And he will find his man on the outside. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Now Richardson.
Over the middle, complete. That's Mitchell. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
2 yards to go, second down. And Richardson looks to throw once more. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here's Richardson to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Richardson.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Adonai Mitchell
from 21 yards away.
And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Mahomes going to throw, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Airing it deep for Fowler. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
So we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rice. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
2nd and 6.
Mahomes is going to run the option left. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down.
Encroachment defense.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's caught by Jackson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 2.
At the Colts 39-yard line.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
2nd and 5.
At the 20-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fowler. His first catch of this 3rd quarter. He had 7 in the 1st half. It's also a 1st down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
In motion right, one of the tight ends. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Waters. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Mahomes to throw once more. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Richardson looking to throw this.
And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And as we near the conclusion of the regular season, nobody has surpassed the amount of receptions that he has put up to this point.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
It's caught. Mitchell. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now it's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Up the middle they go. Jeffries.
And that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Richardson looking to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Jeffries. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown Colts. From 4 yards out.
And the Colts have cut it back within a score. Richardson will throw for it.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
As we prepare for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
Oh, no doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. Mahomes now to throw.
That ball caught. It's Rice. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Running left to give to Pacheco. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now Richardson. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. In motion right, that's Dell. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. We're back now in KC. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. Up the middle they go. Jeffries. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Richardson working from the gun. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, Richardson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Well, almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's a tap forward by Richardson. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Holding offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So now out comes this offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Richardson.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Richardson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That's some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
Mahomes going to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Mahomes. Over the middle this time to Fowler. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Now a run with Pacheco.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 22-yard line. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12.
At the 12-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this out to the 25. To throw is Richardson. Throwing to start the drive. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Richardson. Now this taken in by Downs. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Richardson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Richardson looking to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And it's
Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
This is Pacheco.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
With career touchdown number 70.
And the Chiefs have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now Richardson back to throw it.
Complete. This is Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
One last shot for Richardson.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.